Extensive plyometrics, also called submaximal plyometrics, are lower level plyos such as pogos, low amplitude jumps, bounds, hops and skips. They're beneficial for improving stiffness and tissue capacity at the ankle and calf complex. If you're looking for more information on these, as well as how to program, I'll leave an end screen to this video here. Now, these are three problems or mistakes that I've seen in terms of using extensive plyometrics, and I've definitely done this within my own training. Problem number one is just using them as a means to an end. So using them to get to more intensive methods such as hurdle jumps, max bounding and the shock method. And once you get to more intensive methods, just parking extensive work to the side and not doing them. However, you're just not going to be able to complete the same volume of training with intensive methods compared to extensive. And you're going to miss out on some of those key adaptations, especially tissue capacity. Problem number two, underdosing these within training. I've done this myself, doing 3 to 4 sets of 6 to 8 mini hurdles just isn't enough volume to drive the necessary adaptations. You need to make sure you've got enough volume to stimulate the endurance qualities in the targeted tissues. Lachlan Momo has got this nice chart here for exercise prescription for extensive plyometrics. He breaks it down into frequency, number of drills per session, and a number of foot contacts. I'll put a link in the description below because it's a really useful training tool. Problem number three, turning them into intensive jumps. We start to get too excited and we want to progress training on. However, we start to make these less extensive and more intensive in nature. This increases ground contact time, which defeats the purpose of these extensive drills. And when these jumps turn into intensive jumps, you can't work on the tissue capacity because you can't handle as much volume. Now, these are just some of the problems that I've encountered when using extensive plyometrics. Would love to get your thoughts in the comments below. If you'd like to see that video I mentioned earlier about programming for extensive plyometrics, then click here. Thanks for watching.